Bayern Munich versus PSG. The second leg has arrived. Last week, we witnessed one of the most exciting, most enjoyable Champions League of all time. A lot of people enjoyed, including me. We witnessed a 9-goal thriller where PSG beat Bayern Munich 5-4 at Parc des Princes in France. And tonight, Bayern Munich is hosting PSG at Allianz Arena in Germany for the return leg to see the team that will play Arsenal at the final of the Champions League in Budapest on May 30th. And honestly, for me as an Arsenal fan, I don't have a team that I'm preparing, saying I want to meet PSG or Bayern Munich. Any of those teams that is going to qualify, it's fine for me. I'm not saying that we will beat them 100%, but I feel like any of those teams that is going to qualify is going to be 50-50. For Bayern Munich, they don't really have a lot of injuries. The only one where I can say that they are missing is Serge Gnabry, but he's not a starter. He's out, and Leonard Carl. Leonard Carl is also out, the midfielder. He's actually the guy who scored the sole goal that Bayern Munich scored against Arsenal at the Emirates in the 3-1 defeat that they got in the league phase. On the other hand, for PSG, they actually have one of their most important players out in Ashraf Hakimi, who is a right back, and I think he gives them more than just right back going forward. You'll see the guy inverting, playing as a striker. You'll see him in the middle of the pitch. You see him everywhere. Him and Nuno Mendes, they are just unplayable. And it's a blow for PSG to miss him for the second leg of the UCL semi-final. But I think Luis Enrique has more than enough. He can play wide. He can play Zaire Emery there. Or he can also find another option. I think he can twist the things and find a way to just get on with it. For before the game, they asked Vincent Company at the end of the first leg. They asked if he's going to change the approach that his team Bayern Munich used in the first leg, and the guy said more. He said that it's not going to change, and it's the same thing that when they asked in the pre-game, in the pre-match conference, they asked Luis Enrique, "Are you going to change the approach that you used in the first leg?" He said he's not going to change. So tonight we're going to experience another exciting game to see who is getting to the final. And for me, I, I think I can wish both of those teams luck. Any of those teams that we get to play, I think when you get to the final, it's 50-50. I'm not saying that Bayern Munich is going to come, because if there's one thing that Mikel Arteta has changed, is that for me, I can as an Arsenal fan, I can just beat my chest and say none of those teams can come in the final and score 5 goals, 4 goals against Arsenal. That is not happening. Arteta will swallow Cutlass, or he will drive the ship into the Strait of Hormuz himself before you score 4 or 5 goals against his team. And if you can shut those teams down and maybe get them on a counter, you can definitely beat them. You can definitely beat them. So I want you guys to tell me in the comments, who do you think is getting to the final tonight to play with Arsenal in Budapest on May 30th? Is it Bayern Munich that has to win by at least 2 goals to qualify to get to the final, or is it PSG? PSG only needs a draw. If they get a draw or they win, they get to the final and they eliminate Bayern Munich. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments.